Betrayal hurts. It is one of the sharpest and most personal kinds of pain a human heart can feel. So many of us know this deep ache all too well. It can arrive unexpectedly from a friend you cherished, a partner you built a life with, a family member you thought you knew, or even a trusted colleague at work. The source might be different for each of us, but the feeling is universal. This pain is not just a fleeting emotion, it sinks into your very being, leaving a mark that can feel permanent. It has the power to change how you view the world, how you think, how you feel, and even how your body functions day to day. This pain strikes at the core of our need for connection and safety. We are social beings, wired to form bonds and rely on one another. Trust is the invisible thread that holds these bonds together. When that thread is broken, the fabric of our emotional world can feel like it is unraveling. So, what exactly is betrayal? In its simplest form, betrayal is the violation of a deeply held trust by someone you depend on. It can happen in countless ways: infidelity, broken confidences, abandonment, or quiet sabotage. Imagine trust as a sturdy bridge you have built between yourself and another person. You invest time and energy, believing it to be strong and reliable. You cross it daily, feeling secure and connected. Betrayal is like a sudden explosion that shatters that bridge. For a terrifying moment, you are suspended before the fall. You land hurt and isolated, staring at the wreckage of what felt unbreakable. It challenges your perception of reality and your own judgment. You might think, how could I be so wrong? Did I imagine our entire relationship? The depth of pain often mirrors the depth of the trust that was broken. A spouse, a parent, or a best friend, when our innermost circle harms us, it feels like an attack from within. The fortress you built for safety suddenly has a broken gate. It is not only the act, it is the loss of the relationship and the secure world you thought you inhabited. And so the brain begins its emergency work. In the first moments after discovering a betrayal, shock is common. Your mind struggles to process the information. Disbelief shields you from the first full impact. You may feel strangely numb, as if watching a movie about someone else. Deep inside, the amygdala, your alarm system, springs into action. It detects threat and triggers survival responses. Stress hormones flood your system: cortisol and adrenaline, heart racing, shallow breathing, a sudden surge of energy, anger, fear, or the urge to flee. These are not overreactions. They are biology responding to a threat. The amygdala can hijack rational thinking, like an emergency broadcast taking over every channel. It is hard to think clearly, make decisions, or have calm conversations. Your brain shifts into survival mode, prioritizing immediate safety. Knowing this can be a comfort. Your protective wiring is doing its job. With time and care, the alarm quiets, making room for reflection. Next, the thinking brain tries to re-engage, and it needs your help. While the alarm blares, your thinking brain struggles. The prefrontal cortex, planning, problem-solving, decisions, emotion regulation, goes offline under stress. It is like reasoning while a fire alarm screams in your ear. Even simple choices feel impossible. Cognitive fog is a temporary side effect of overwhelming emotion. The hippocampus, your memory file clerk, also changes under stress. Moments can sear in, the exact time, what you wore, even the smell in the air. Yet other details fragment or go missing as your brain protects you. Some memories painfully clear, others frustratingly vague. All of this is your brain navigating a deep wound the best way it can. Gentle structure and soothing routines help the thinking brain return. Clarity grows with calm. Next, we listen to the body. The pain of betrayal is not just in your thoughts, it lives in your body. Neural pathways for emotional and physical pain overlap, so emotional agony can feel physically real. Prolonged cortisol wears you down, exhaustion despite rest. Hypervigilance keeps the system revving. Like an engine at redline, things overheat and break down. Sleep may fragment, difficulty falling asleep, jolting awake, vivid nightmares. Appetite can vanish or swing to comfort eating. Headaches, jaw clenching, and muscle aches are common. Stress-sensitive digestion can rebel. Pain, indigestion, gut issues. These are tangible, physiological responses to a severe emotional wound. They are your body asking for support. Offer gentleness, rest, and compassionate care. Your body is on your side. After shock fades, the mind seeks answers, and often loops. Rumination is replaying the event, the conversations, the painful details. It is a movie on continuous loop, with you as the unwilling audience. Your brain tries to solve a threat it cannot cleanly solve. Replaying rarely brings relief, only more echo. Each replay reactivates pain, fear, and anger, keeping the wound fresh. Rumination drains mental energy and focus. You may be present, but miles away inside. Every loop can trigger fresh stress hormones, micro retraumas through the day. Shame creeps in. I should have known, I was too naive. Recognize rumination, a habit that keeps you stuck. Gently interrupting the loop is key to healing. You can teach your brain a new pattern, one small break at a time. Betrayal reshapes how you relate to people. A source of safety and belonging becomes a source of danger. The brain grows hypervigilant, seeing threats everywhere. Trusting newcomers is hard, even trusting old friends. Loneliness deepens, even in a crowd. Second-guessing intentions becomes a reflex. Your brain builds a fortress for safety, but the wall also blocks love, support, and repair. Shame thrives in secrecy and isolation, especially after public betrayals. Belonging feels fragile. You stand outside looking in. Reconnection is slow and delicate. It requires your courage and the patience of trustworthy people. Little by little, the gate can open. Connection is medicine. You are not alone. The good news, your brain is remarkably resilient. Through neuroplasticity, new, healthier pathways can grow. Healing is active, small, consistent, gentle steps. Each step tells your brain, I am safe now, I am taking care of myself. Begin with breath. Slow in for 4, pause, slow out for 4. Breath calms the amygdala and steadies the nervous system. Move your body kindly. A short walk, light stretching, morning sun. Movement releases endorphins and serotonin, natural mood elevators. Find one safe person or a therapist and put feelings into words. Naming emotions engages your prefrontal cortex and reduces overwhelm. Forgiveness is self-love, not condoning, not forgetting, and not required on a deadline. It is choosing to set down the poison of resentment for your own peace. If rebuilding trust, go slow. Transparent actions, full accountability, consistency over time. Sometimes the healthiest choice is a clear boundary and walking away. This is not the end of your story. With patient care, you will find safety, peace, and wholeness again. Betrayal leaves a mark. It can change your brain's chemistry, trigger alarms, and cloud thinking. It can leave you physically and emotionally spent. You may question reality, judgment, and connection. But this is not the final chapter. Healing grows through small acts of kindness toward yourself. A breath, a short walk, a brave conversation with a friend. Each step carves peace, resilience, and self-trust. You do not need perfect healing, only the next gentle step. Connection, boundaries, and wisdom can grow from this hard place. Be patient with yourself. Offer grace and compassion. Take one small step today, maybe a breath, a sip of water, 5 minutes outside. Your brain is listening, and safety grows with each act of care. Slowly, gently, you will find your way forward. You will learn to trust again, starting with yourself.